Hello everyone, this is Molly from Shanghai, and today we are going to explore something related to the difference between American English and British English. Before we actually get everything started, I want you to look at a video about the differences between some Chinese accents that you are very familiar with. Okay, so as we are watching, I want you to note down the accents that you have noticed so that we could have some further discussion and see if you can understand what they are talking about. Okay, in this video, we will have 5 different people and 5 different accents. So now let's pretend we have watched the video, okay? So that's good. Jessie, could you tell us what's your discussion in your group? What have you summarized about those 5 accents? Very good. You have identified all of them. Okay, so that's a brief introduction, and I know I want you to have a basic idea that even Chinese language have different accents, so it's also very common for English, the English language, for have some very typical different accents. And today we're going to look at a VOA Special English listening script and talk about the difference between British English and American English. Okay, I will show you something on my slides. Okay, so before we actually get everything started, let's see some basic information about the country, Britain, and the UK and the USA. So first, let's take a look at the introduction about the UK. Okay, so it's actually divided into 4 different parts. 4 different parts. Okay, and we can see in the USA, the full name is called the United States of America, and very special festival is the Independence Day. Okay, and the flag is called 星条旗. Okay, wait a minute. So, yeah, and that's a basic idea about the 2 different countries. Now, I will ask you to do a very basic matching. Okay, so here are some English words and their Chinese definitions. I will give you 2 minutes to work in pairs to discuss about the matching, whether you can match them together. Okay, and you can see this in your handouts. So now I will give you your handouts. So this time I will give some handouts to my students to make sure that they work in pairs and they have to discuss with each other about the matching. Some on the left side there are the English words, and on the right side there are the Chinese characters, so they can discuss about the meaning. And after their discussion, I will do the explanation. So this part is about vocabulary en bloc. I want to make sure that they are familiar with some of the important words that we're going to listen in the next part. Okay. So everybody, great. I have seen that most of you have done it correctly. So let's see. Tom, what's your group's answer? The first one? Yeah, great. Second one? Okay, nice. And these are the words that we will be encountering in the listening part. Okay, but before we actually get the listening started, please see the second page of your handout. There are 5 questions, 5 pre-listening questions that I want you to discuss. Okay, so first go through these questions, please. Okay, So I guess most of you have seen any questions about any words that you don't know in the listening questions? No? Okay. So now I will play the listening part and please answer those 5 questions by yourself. Okay, let's listen for it for the first time. Okay, that's good. So I will give you 2 minutes to discuss these questions with your partners before we actually check out the answer. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Now let's move on to our 5 questions. The first question is 2 pair of idioms. One is the British expression, another is American expression, which all means to give somebody a big surprise. And the first one, we can see that, ta-da, it's American English. But in British English, it actually has to